charge, looking the best, or getting promoted. Lead by serving the legitimate needs of your team, and the results will follow.
Hello. I first want to say, and I wasn't going to say this, but if I can do this in the midst of a panic attack, you guys can be an SSD too. Because I struggle, as many of you know, with anxiety and panic. I'm a normal person, and you know, if I did this, you can. So, my biggest tip, I always say, was from Jen Audette that day in the pool in Costa Rica. On my first incentive trip, she told me, if you want to make the money that I do, you're going to sell $2,000 a month and recruit minimum of 2 people a month. But she said, don't go for that 2. Don't settle for that 2. You always want to do 4 or 5 or more a month if you want to be able to fast track. And I've done that, so I wanted to pass that along to you. Creating connection with your customers and your team are the most important things you can do. Be their friends. Your team crave that from you, and if they get it from you, they're not going to want to leave. So if you want good retention, you're going to be their friend. And just have patience. Nothing comes easy for any of us. We may make it seem that way sometimes, but it hasn't been easy. It's been very, very hard, and I'm not going to lie to you about that, but I will tell you it's worth it. So that's it.
Okay, so that was Andy Teeter from Virginia. And I'm Steffi Malbrough, officially from Florida. So I just wanted to share that the fortune is in the follow-up. And yesterday we learned that 70% of our customers order 1 time a year. We sell consumable products. We're not selling leggings and lockets. Warmers, wax, oils, Scentsy pods are all consumable products. And our customers are going to need a refill more than once a year. We have this incredible opportunity to service customers that we already have. We don't have to go out every single month looking for an entirely new customer base. Create a follow-up system and stick with it. You have an incredible opportunity to wine and dine the current customers that you already have. And when you do that, those bring in endless amounts of referrals, and that will be the bread and butter for your future business.
I'm Cindy Young from Brisbane, Australia. Mine's short and sweet, but it's been a big factor in our business is don't underestimate the power of connection.
I am Cassie Shaw from Florida. The biggest thing is really just to be consistent. The past 4 years has been such a huge whirlwind in my life with Scentsy, and I think building the relationships with your team has been key. My directors are my best friends. They're just the closest people I'm friends with now. The other thing I took away last year from leadership was getting paid at title and realizing how important that was. Because until last year, I was just always paid at title, and I didn't realize how important that was. So I went home and instilled that, and I still instill that in everyone on my team. So that's it.
Hi, such a pleasure to be here. I'm Debbie Fitz-Palmer. Some of you know as DPP. So I started Scentsy back in December of 2009, and I just took my business, just ran with it. I made director in 90 days exactly. I promoted to star director in 18 months. After that, I started having family issues. My son developed a brain tumor. My nephew was suicidal. Then my brother had a stroke. So my team went from 350 something down to below 100. So last year, December of 2016, I decided to make a pact with myself to set a goal to promote to superstar director. I had no directors at the time. So I told my family, I said, you guys brace yourself, because I am going to be busy. I set a plan. I joined the Accelerated Leadership Program with Scentsy. I connected with some other leaders. Carla Hunter, I don't know if she's here. She had a Dash Directors Program. I sent an email out to my whole entire downline. I had 26 people to opt into the program. I did a lot of one-on-one chats with them to see who was ready to take it to the next level. So I promoted that year. That was my year. I claimed in 2017.
I'm Martha Murray, joined in 2011. I'm originally from Chicago, but because of Scentsy, I was able to move to the beautiful Gulf Coast of Alabama. And once, that was very tough transition, 1.5 years, but because of that, I had a mindset, a whole change, and I just wrote down some things that have kind of resonated with me. Just keep moving forward. Don't stop. From failure, you learn, but from success, not so much, right? Someone once said, stick to a task until it sticks to you. Beginners are many, but finishers are few. Tough times will come, but stick it out. Find a way to make things happen. Everyone was placed in your life, in your team, for a reason. Serve them and love them.
Hi, I'm Grace Kaiser. I'm from Hagerstown, Maryland. So my leadership tip for everyone and kind of how we lead our business is to teach people about those hard times, the things that we don't want to talk about, whether you have a party and no one shows up, encourage them that they can come to you and they can talk about that because you don't want them to feel like a failure. So we're kind of on this roller coaster of life together, and I'm very transparent with my team about all of those struggles, and we celebrate our successes too.
So I'm April Fowler, and I'm from Smart, Texas, population 450. I live in the boonies, and probably my leadership tip would be to pick up the phone, let them know that you love them and that you're not just behind a text message. I just got my first computer in September. I sent out my first email last Saturday. So those relationships that we build with our team, one, through your family. Remember, they're not just your team because we're all family. And let them know that. If they hear your voice and you hear, oh my God, you just made lead, that sounds so much better than saying, congrats on making lead in a text, for me. So I know my team members love to hear from me. They can pick up the phone and call me anytime. It doesn't mean you have to do 3 to 6 hours a day like I do. I do a lot of my training, but even if you just set aside 30 minutes a day and be the best you, I'm definitely different than a lot, so make sure you always stay true to you.
Hi everyone, my name is Karina Brido. My speech will be really short because I'm so French and I'm so afraid to speak English in front of everyone here. But I don't know when I want to cry, but anyway, for me the tip to be a good leadership is to open your heart and always be humble and kind with everyone who approaches you, your team, your family, and not just your front line. Everyone counts. So thank you.
My name is Rachel Van Name, and I am from Spartanburg, South Carolina. The best advice that I would like to give all of you that has truly worked for me this entire journey is just to be passionate, always. Anyone that knows me out there, you guys know that I am so passionate in anything that I do. And Scentsy, always, I am so passionate, and it comes first. You need to radiate passion from your business. Whether it's through your social media, the way you brand yourself, your car, your clothes, or even just your smile. Always, always show passion about Scentsy, and never ever underestimate the power of your passion.
My name is Maggie Hensley, and I'm from Dallas, Texas. It's really easy to look around in this room and compare yourself to other people, but comparison is truly the thief of joy. Don't let yourself be overwhelmed or feel inferior to anyone else's success. If you spend your time looking at everyone else's business and trying to figure out how to be like them, you'll lose sight of your own magic and what makes you extraordinary. We're all better together.
Hi everyone, I'm Terry and I'm here from the UK. So I only joined Scentsy 2 years ago on the 22nd of February, so I often get asked how that I've got to Superstar Director so quickly. And I tell my certified consultants the same: consistency, positivity and persistence. Don't let the no's get you down, and everything in your Scentsy business is a cycle. Try things constantly, over and over again. And most of all, believe in your team when they don't believe in themselves, because it makes such a difference.
Let's give these ladies a round of applause.